You're right, it feels a bit magical, but it's no different to a framework. Like, for example, if you use Phoenix.
But that's the whole thing. See, Phoenix is a fairly explicit framework. Mm-hmm. It has a few things that feel a bit magical.
Yes.
But it is quite explicit about what everything does.
And Kubernetes isn't?
It's not it's not the impression I'm getting. But what I see when you bring in something like Kubernetes, you're placing a lot of abstractions in place, and you're going to be working with those abstractions. Mm-hmm. Those abstractions are still doing all of the things under the hood. Mm-hmm. And you need to be aware of how they do those to be able to do it gracefully. Mm-hmm. Most of the use cases and most of the way you want to work with infrastructure should be ideally enshrined in how Kubernetes handles this. But I don't feel like you can just say, okay, but now I don't have to care about this. Still have to care about sort of updating Linux. You still have to care about how your certs are propagated, or you could get kicked off of Let's Encrypt, or there's a lot of automation, but it's also very generalized. So this is a thing where I think Kubernetes ends up being a bit I wouldn't say it's over-engineered. It's don't repeat yourself taken quite far. Mm-hmm. And that's the correct move for some cases. For example, you'll see in enterprise software, things are often very generalized, and the software is generally not that tight to work with. It's usually a little bit annoying and a little bit too much. And that's sort of the experience I'm getting from everything I see and hear about Kubernetes. It tries to solve everything, and I don't need my everything's solved.